welcome back to part 2 of our space shooter game. So we're going to add something to shoot now, so we're going to get some asteroids on there. Let's see how we do it. So you should have already got it set up like so, like this. So you should have your code here. This is what it should look like. And if you go to your little emulator here, you should be able to move back and forth. If you press the space bar, you can shoot. So now we need to find something, add something to shoot. We're going to do that in this lesson, okay? So let's see what we need to do. So we want to get this block. It says on game update every 500 milliseconds, okay? So this event block runs a code at specific intervals. In this case, every 500 milliseconds, okay? And then we want to add a sprite to this block, and then we want to put that in there, and we want to get it to add our asteroid. So you can see here what we're doing. So it's going to the thing and finding the asteroid. So let's go back again. We just need to see which blocks we need to get. We need to get on game update and then set my sprite, okay? And it should look something like that. So let's go to game and on game update every 500 milliseconds. I'm going to drop that in there. And we want to get sprite. And we're going to set my sprite. Okay, and let's just check again what it says here. So here we can see we're going down and get the asteroid here. Okay, so we're going to go down and we're going to go to gallery and we're going to pick up our asteroid here. I think it was one of these ones. Just let me check again. It doesn't make a difference really, but yeah, okay, that one. So that's it there, and then press done. Okay, so if we've done that correctly, let's just see. Okay, so we can see what happens next. Then we should have an asteroid appear here. So we're going to change the name my sprite to asteroid. So it's going to be changed here. We're going to rename it. And we're going to rename it to asteroid. Okay, A-S-T-E-R-I-O-D. Oh, O-I-D, sorry. D, yep, asteroid. There we go. Press OK. And there we go. We should have it right there in the middle. Okay. And nothing happens at the minute. It doesn't do anything. But now we have our asteroid. So next thing we need to do then is we need to set the velocity. So the speed at which the asteroid is going to move. And we're going to drag that block in there. And if you can see here, we set the velocity of x to 0 because we don't want it to go across, we just want it to go down. And we set the y velocity to 75. So set asteroid velocity. We're going to find that in here. And we're going to set asteroid velocity. We're going to grab that one, drop it underneath there. And we're going to change this to 0 and this to 75. Okay. So let's see what happens then. Okay, so you can see here, every 500 milliseconds we get a new asteroid. Again, nothing's happening. If we try to add it, it doesn't do anything. Okay, let's see what we need to do next then. Next, we want to grab the position. So we want to change the position of where the asteroid appears. And we're going to set position of the asteroid. And we're going to change it. So let's say we set the position. So we'll grab the sprite and we're going to do set position. Okay, we're going to drop it in here. And you can see if we set position, it's going to be over here somewhere. Yeah. So not what we need just yet. So we need to move that. And we're going to introduce a new block here. And it's the pick random block. So this allows us to choose a number between two values. And the computer will automatically pick a value for it and pick it between it randomly. Okay, randomly. Okay, so let's have a look at that then. So we're going to grab the math block here and we're going to pick random. Okay, and we're going to drop it into the x coordinate, I think. Yeah, let's just check into the x parameter, and we're going to pick a random number between 10 and 150 because that's the width of the screen, and we want to keep it in a little bit from one side, so between 10 and 150. So we put in 10 and 150. Okay, let's see how that looks then. So now we can see, now we have our asteroid. Oh, we don't want that. Okay, and now we can see our asteroids are appearing randomly between 10 and 150, so that's good. So we're nearly there. You just need to add one more thing. We need to add the collision thing. So overlaps, when the sprite overlaps with another one. The on event block we used before, well I haven't used this one actually, so this one, whenever we overlap something, it will cause an action here. Okay, so now let's change parameters in the overlap block. We need to change the first kind of to projectile, and the last kind of enemy. So we need to do these two. On sprite of kind projectile overlaps on other sprite of kind enemy. Okay, so we need to make sure our asteroid is set to enemy. Actually, just make sure that's correct. So it should be set to enemy here. Okay, so our asteroid, of course, is our enemy, so we're going to set it to enemy here. And we need to grab then the block for overlaps in sprites. So we go down to overlaps. Here we go. Okay, so on sprite kind projectile and kind enemy. Okay, so you should be able to see that there. That's what it should look like. Okay, and we needed to grab the destroy my sprite block. Okay, so it should switch to other sprite there. Okay, so here on sprite of kind projectile overlaps other sprite of kind enemy, destroy other sprite. Okay, so we need to go to sprites, and we want to go to effects, I think it is. Yeah, destroy, drop it in there, and it should be, let's see if that works then. Let's see. Okay, so it's not quite working what we want then, so it should be we may change that, so it says asteroid, destroy asteroid on other sprite, so it should be, it says here to add it, so we need to create a new variable called other sprite. This ensures that every time our projectile overlaps the other sprite, it destroys the enemy, we destroy it. Okay, so what does it say? We need to create a new variable, so let's create a new one, and we want to call it other sprite and press OK. Alright, so let's see, does that work then? And there we go, it's working. Okay. Okay, so what we can also do is we can add a score to this block as well. So that's what the code should look like now. But we can also add a score. So if we go to info, and we can change score by 1 every time we destroy a sprite here. So let's try to see, does that work? And if I go here then, okay, so there you see every time I shoot one, we have a new, okay, okay, and then we can also add info. We can go to info again, and we can add a timer. Let's see, where is that one? Set score, change score, countdown. We can start a countdown, and we can see, we put that into the start block there, and we can see how many we can do in, let's say, 30 seconds. Okay, let's try it. I'll make this a bit smaller actually, so you can see all the code there. There we go, there's all the code. Let's have a look. So let's see how many we can hit. Okay, let's try it. There we go. Getting lots of asteroids there. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Okay, so you can tell the game's pretty easy now, because the asteroids aren't destroying us. Okay, and game over. We got 38 asteroids there. So see, can you get the asteroid to destroy our ship if it hits it? Okay, see if you can work that out, because we've got it to to overlap the projectile here, but I think you can do the next part. Okay, let's see how you do. Okay, so if you finished everything today, you should try some of the extension task. And for this one, all I want you to do is go to makecode or arcade.makecode.com, and there's lots of different things you can try out down here. There's some skill maps, there's some next level. You could even try to do some of the tutorials. So for example, you could try this one, for example, here. And you can also try to do it in Python if you're feeling more confident. Of course, you can still do it in blocks or JavaScript, but you can choose some of that for your extension task for today.